Welcome back to Trendz TV, the ultimate pit stop for car enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated compact SUVs of the year, the 2026 Mazda CX-50. If you're in the market for something that blends rugged capability with sleek design and premium comfort, buckle up, because this Mazda is shaking things up in a segment full of predictable crossovers. Stick around as we explore every inch of this machine, from its bold exterior to its high-tech cabin, powerful performance, and surprising price tag. Exterior. Starting off with the first impression of the exterior, Mazda has always had a knack for design, but with the 2026 CX-50, they've taken that Kodo design philosophy and dialed it up with even more athleticism. At the front, you're greeted with a wide, aggressive grille finished in gloss black or gunmetal, depending on the trim. It's flanked by sleek LED headlights that stretch towards the fenders like the eyes of a predator. The hood has subtle yet muscular creases, giving it that off-road ready posture without going full brute. You can tell this isn't just a grocery get-up, it's been built to look like it belongs both on a scenic trail and a valet lot. Swing around to the side and the CX-50's stance becomes even more apparent. The roofline is slightly lower than most compact SUVs, giving it a sportier silhouette. The black cladding around the wheel arches adds a rugged touch, while 18 or 20-inch alloy wheels give it a bold foundation. Mazda has stretched the wheelbase slightly, creating more space inside while also improving road presence. The side mirrors are now mounted on the doors, which not only enhances visibility but contributes to the clean shoulder line that flows from front to back. Even the door handles feel sculpted and substantial, like they're carved into the body rather than slapped on. At the rear, Mazda continues the muscular yet refined theme. The taillights are narrow and precise, echoing the front lighting signature. There's a new rear bumper design with integrated reflectors and dual exhaust outlets that hint at the power underneath. The liftgate has a subtle spoiler lip, and the CX-50 badge is proudly displayed in chrome or blacked out depending on the package. It's a backhand that doesn't scream for attention, but it definitely earns a second glance. And if you're opting for the Meridian Edition, you're getting roof-mounted crossbars, black exterior accents, and even all-terrain tires for that extra adventurous flair. Interior. Step inside, and it's immediately clear that Mazda wants you to feel like you've entered a premium space. The 2026 CX-50 doesn't try to overwhelm with flashy gimmicks. Instead, it focuses on craftsmanship, materials, and layout. Soft-touch surfaces are everywhere, from the dashboard to the door set, and higher trims even get leather-wrapped details with contrast stitching that looks and feels high-end. The center console is wide and tall, almost cockpit-like, putting you in command. Mazda has slightly raised the seating position for better outward visibility, and it works. The driving position is almost perfect, comfortable, ergonomic, and confidence-inspiring. In terms of tech, the CX-50 continues Mazda's trend of restrained elegance. The infotainment screen now stretches up to 12.3 inches in the top trims, and while it's still controlled primarily via a rotary dial, the interface is smoother and more intuitive than ever. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are wireless, and there's an available Bose 12-speaker sound system that really elevates the audio experience. One neat addition is the new panoramic sunroof, finally answering the cries of loyal fans who wanted more light and openness. Rear passengers get generous legroom thanks to that extended wheelbase, and the rear seats even recline for added comfort. Cargo space is solid, with over 30 cubic feet behind the rear seats, expanding to nearly 60 with them folded flat. This is more than just a daily commuter, it's a practical road trip warrior. Performance. Now, let's talk about the performance. Mazda doesn't mess around when it comes to driving dynamics, and the 2026 CX-50 is no exception. The base engine is a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder producing 187 horsepower and 186 pounds-feet of torque. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission and standard all-wheel drive. While that might sound modest on paper, Mazda has tuned it to deliver smooth and responsive power in everyday driving. But if you're the type who craves more punch, the turbocharged 2.5-liter is where the magic happens. With premium fuel, It pumps out up to 256 horsepower and 320 pounds-feet of torque. That's right, in a compact SUV. Throttle response is quick, gear shifts are crisp, and there's enough torque to make highway passing and backroad sprints genuinely fun. Handling is another strong suit, thanks to a stiff chassis and G-vectoring control plus. The CX-50 corners with confidence and minimal body roll. It feels planted and composed. Whether you're navigating tight urban streets or sweeping mountain curves, the suspension strikes a nice balance between firmness and comfort, soaking up bumps without feeling floaty. And with Mazda's new drive mode selector, you can now toggle between normal, sport, and off-road modes, adjusting throttle mapping, traction control, and AWD behavior to suit your terrain. For those craving a bit of adventure, the CX-50 can even handle light trails, muddy paths, and snowy roads with surprising capability. Fuel economy is decent, especially considering the performance and AWD. The base engine delivers around 24 miles per gallon city and 30 highway, while the turbo variant dips slightly but still manages respectable numbers thanks to Mazda's efficient tuning. Towing capacity is another win, with the turbo model capable of pulling up to 3,500 pounds, more than enough for a small trailer, jet skis, or camping gear. Mazda has also stepped up its safety game. The 2026 CX-50 comes standard with the iActive Sense suite, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and rear cross-traffic alert. Higher trims add a 360-degree camera, traffic jam assist, and front cross-traffic detection. It's a well-rounded safety package that doesn't feel overbearing but quietly does its job in the background. Now let's talk money, because this level of quality and capability has to come at a price, right? Well, the base 2026 CX-50 starts around $31,000, making it competitive with rivals like the Toyota RAV4 and Subaru Forester. Move up the trim ladder, and a fully loaded turbocharged Premium Plus model with all the bells and whistles will cost you just under $45,000. That includes the upgraded sound system, premium leather, heated and ventilated seats, head-up display, and panoramic roof. Honestly, considering the features and performance, it's a compelling value. And for those wanting that rugged adventure look, the Meridian Edition sits right in the middle with unique styling elements and off-road capability at a fair price point. In a crowded SUV market, it's easy to blend in, but the 2026 Mazda CX-50 refuses to do so. It brings style, soul, and sharp driving dynamics to a segment that often feels like it's on cruise control. Whether you're looking for a refined urban cruiser, a reliable family hauler, or an adventure-ready weekend companion, the CX-50 hits a sweet spot. It doesn't try to be the loudest or the biggest, but it might just be the most balanced. Mazda has delivered a compact SUV that feels anything but ordinary. So, what do you think? Is the 2026 Mazda CX-50 the right mix of premium and performance for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let us know if you'd take this over a RAV4, CR-V, or even a Subaru Outback. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Trendz TV for more deep dive reviews, and ring that bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Tony where the road meets excitement, every single time.